I know that me exercising my rights cannot be turned into OGA, no matter how people feel.
Well, it's not about a feeling; it's about a fact. And
So,
the fact is, OGA is obstructing governmental. You understand what I'm saying?
It's a physical act.
No.
It's a verbal
OGA
act.
Is obstructing governmental administration.
Physically.
Therefore, no, not physically. If you are impeding any law that is preventing us from doing our jobs previously and knowledgeably and without any hostility, then that's fine. But the moment you impede that, then you're obstructing governmental administration. You're obstructing the fact of how we can conduct our God. That can simply mean by causing annoyance and alarm, by speaking loudly, making loud remarks. That can be by being agitative with your movements, with your speaking, or with the volume and the tone in which you speak. It encompasses a lot of things, which causes us to then continue to do our job. And we can either summons you or arrest you. That part relies on what we feel is for the safety of the public and for us.
Epic drop.
We'll teach you all about transparency and the right to record in public. He's not afraid to grab a few snacks in government public buildings.
That's fine. But the moment you impede that, then you're obstructing governmental administration. You're obstructing the fact of how we can conduct our God. That can simply mean by causing annoyance and alarm, by speaking loudly, making loud remarks. That can be by being agitative with your movements, with your speaking, or with the volume and the tone in which you speak. It encompasses a lot of things, which causes us to then continue to do our job. And we can either summons you or arrest you. That part relies on what we feel is for the safety of the public and for us.
I doubt that a judge is going to prosecute somebody that's. I'll let you speak.
Okay.
If I'm protesting or redressing my government, and you feel like if I'm standing over there and I'm screaming "fuck the police," because you guys are arresting somebody, and I'm saying "fuck the police," one, that's freedom of assembly, that's freedom of speech. You can't say, "Oh, he's obstructing us," because he's exercising his freedom of speech. You can't turn a protected activity because it's protected into a crime. I'd have to be physically stopping you or, hey, get off him, don't arrest him. That's my perception of OGA.
Well, your perception is wrong. Because as I forestated in
if you say so,
obstructing governmental assembly, the moment you cause annoyance and alarm by screaming fuck the police, that is called annoyance and alarm.
Freedom of speech is annoyance and alarm?
No. Causing, what you're doing is causing annoyance and alarm by raising your voice and speaking in profane language. That is called annoyance and alarm. And
I take that to court.
And guess what? That is what I have to articulate to the judge. But my job says,
sure will. You might have a hard time.
My job says I can either summons you or arrest you and allow the judge to make the decision whether what I did was justifiable or not.
Yeah.
So the public nor the police make the decision on what is right or what is wrong.
So you're saying that you can turn a protected activity into a crime?
I didn't say I could turn it. What I said was I can enforce the law and allow the judge to make the decision whether it was lawful or not.
So what you're saying is I'll arrest you and allow you to take it up in court.
No. What I said is I can summons you or arrest
you can arrest people regardless, but that doesn't mean it's right.
No.
If I'm taking pictures, if somebody says, yo, I feel harassed, he's causing annoyance and alarm, I don't want him to take pictures of me. You gonna arrest me?
No. That's not what I said.
I'm asking you.
You're changing the narrative.
No, I'm asking you because it's the same. It's protected.
No, it's not.
It's protected under the First Amendment.
Listen to this. Let's go step by step. You standing here while we're doing our job, saying fuck the police, you can do that.
Which is freedom of assembly.
You call that freedom of speech.
And it is.
That's what you said, right?
It is.
And what I'm saying is, by you doing that, causes annoyance and alarm while we're conducting our job, which gives me the availability and the opportunity to either A, summons you, or B, arrest you. I never said that I will arrest you. I never said that. I said I can.
Okay, you're saying you can. Okay. Yes. So you're saying, that's what I'm asking. You're saying that you can turn a protected activity into a crime? That's what I'm asking. It is because
that's your perception.
And then I'm giving you another example of the First Amendment because I gave you two: freedom of assembly, three actually.
What are you assembling to?
Two, assembly, which is I'm protesting.
What are you
I'm protesting
Your
the
purpose of
police
protesting?
arresting somebody unlawfully. Let's say I feel like it's unlawful. You're arresting them, and I want to protest and I want to redress my government.
Which is why.
And I don't believe that you can be
Let me
a
tell you, I
complainant.
heard you. Which is why what you're saying, what you feel is that is, which is why it doesn't become that. Because you say what it is, doesn't make it what it is.
The Supreme Court has ruled on it. The Supreme Court has ruled on it multiple times.
No. Supreme Court has ruled on public speaking, freedom of speech, and the other one that you said,
Assembly?
assembly. That's what the freedom. But there's no assembly here. It's just you. So assembly, if you look it up.
So then it's just redress.
Let me finish.
That's just me redressing my government.
If you look up the law, assembly needs to be 2 or 3 or more persons.
Okay.
Correct?
I don't believe so.
Look it up.
I don't believe so.
It's 2 or 3 or more than one person. So
You
by
saying that
you
I can't protest by myself?
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Well, I guess
If the
we'd have
moment
to
it
we'd have to
causes a
agree
noise
and
to the law, the moment it
agree to
causes a noise
disagree.
the law, you can be summoned to arrest.
I don't believe so.
And you cannot use an assembly because assembly means 2 or more persons.
So if I'm redressing my government, me saying fuck the police is me redressing the government. That's me.
You saying fuck the police
It's
is
me-
supposed
it's-
to annoy them alone.
Me saying
Can I
the
ask
Supreme
a
Court has already
Can I ask you a serious
the
question?
Supreme Court has already ruled that you can curse cops out. You can say fuck the police all day.
Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
What's your purpose for speaking profanely to the cops?
I'm using that as an example.
I'm asking you. I'm not saying you
If-
have the right
let's-
to
let's say-
my question to you is, what does it profit you, and what is your purpose for blatantly cursing at a cop?
I'm not saying that that's something I would do. I'm using it as an
No,
example.
but, okay, I'm going with your.
What would that- what- how would that
purpose
benefit-
would
People are in a moment.
be? In what moment?
People have many different reasons why they exercise their
I'm
rights.
asking why, and I can have that.
It's freedom.
Freedom of what? So
Freedom
that
of
means-
speech.
So that means.
If I feel like saying fuck the police
let me
because
ask
that's
you a
how I
question.
feel and I want to say
Let me
it
ask you a question. So can I
and
say
it makes
fuck
me
you?
feel better. Some people it might make
Can
them
I
feel
say fuck
better.
you?
You're at work.
I'm asking you.
I don't
Can
know your
say-
policies. I don't think so. I don't even think you can give opinion in uniform.
Why not?
Why would you?
Why would
Don't you have DCPI for that?
No. DCCPI.
So I can ask you about the mayor and the sex
DCCI is
scandals?
representing
Now you're talking about
anything in regards to the city.
I'm talking about opinions
Opinion.
No.
one
and
is
being
controlling-
professional.
I'm being very professional.
I'm saying, but if you start going around cursing out the public, that's not professional.
Why? So if it's not professional,
You guys don't have policies against that?
If it's not professional, why would you do it? So you don't care about being.
I'm not a public servant.
So
I am a professional. Have I cursed you out?
no, I'm asking.
Are we talking about my policies or are we talking about in general?
No, we're talking about in general as a person. As a person,
My
who's
beliefs?
respectable and who's honorable. Why would you sit there if you're a professional, right? And what you
Which
said
I
you are,
am. I am.
yes, if you said you're a professional, right? Why would you, a professional person, you're well dressed, you're not sloppy, you're very well put together.
Thank
you
you.
have money because you have tattoos. So my thing is-
My brother does
my
tattoos.
thing- my
But I
thing
still
is,
pay
if
a
you're
lot of money for my
professional-
shit.
If you're a professional, why would you incite or ensue negativity?
I don't carry myself like that. I carry myself with respect.
Okay.
Because I want respect.
Great.
There are people that do what I do that do the opposite.
And what it is you do?
But everybody has their own.
What is it
Their
you
own
do?
I watch the Watchmen.
You watch the watch.
I sure do. I fight for rights. That's what I do.
Great, great. And
I'm
you know who
a
does that?
I'm a First Amendment activist,
First
a
Amendment
constitutionalist.
Just real quick, with the First Amendment, you know there's loopholes to it, right?
I mean-
you can't, we're allowed to say anything, as a-
I don't- I think
allowed
you
to
guys have
record and say
policies.
anything. But listen, when you're on a plane, can I say bomb?
It's time, place, and manner restrictions.
Exactly. So when you cause
And-
an annoyance
and that's not a- that's
in
not a-
certain situations, that's where you can get in trouble. That's
It
the
depends.
loophole.
It's time, place, and
You're
manner.
allowed to record. 100%. You're allowed to record. You're allowed to say anything you want, anywhere you want. But there's certain restrictions to it, and that's what people don't understand.
There's time, place, and
certain
there's
loopholes.
time, place, and manner restrictions,
So when
and it depends.
causes annoying alarm
It depends
threats
on the forum.
to-
This is a traditional public forum. This is where our.
We're letting you
this-
talk, right?
Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Take it, Sergeant.
I mean, you're not letting me. I have a right to.
Okay, but we're listening. We're having a conversation.
You're protecting my right to.
We're having a conversation here. That's what I'm saying. As people, forget about the uniform for a second.
I'm
We're
talking to you
three
like
men here.
regular,
Three men,
regular
but
people. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to forget about the uniform because if I wasn't in a uniform, I'd just dress like I regular am. Can we just have a regular conversation?
We are having a regular
That's what I'm
conversation,
trying
but
to
this
say.
is transparency.
Forget
That's why I record.
about the uniform for a second and just think about us as three men. Just having a conversation. You know, you could say whatever it is you want to say. We could say whatever, so with the certain bounds of causing annoyance, alarm, or threatening an individual. That's where it gets.
The threat is where it becomes a crime.
Of course, but it's same thing with annoyance and alarm. Because if a person feels annoyed or alarmed, you technically committed.
So let me ask you a question. If I'm recording somebody, and they don't like me recording them, they're on a sidewalk, I'm recording them. They feel annoyed and alarmed that I'm recording them. If I didn't go to them. If they're walking, let's say this lady doesn't want me to record her and I'm recording her. Hey, I don't want her to record me. I'm feeling harassed.
Yes, she can file a complaint for harassment.
You can arrest me for taking pictures in public?
No. You said video.
If I'm recording in public, which is
What's your name? First of all, let's start
I'm
with-
good guy
What's your
activism,
name?
David.
David?
Yeah,
So David,
good guy activism.
Follow this, right? The moment you videoing someone, or you taking pictures of someone,
In
they're
public.
not comfortable- Hold on.
In public?
In public,
Okay.
but you're personally addressing them or taking photos of them, and they're not comfortable, it becomes harassment.
No, it doesn't. And it never will.
Says who?
Says the Constitution.
Can you pull it up for me
You
right
cannot turn a
Can you
protected.
pull it up for me right now?
Let me tell you something. I'm trying to educate you that you cannot turn a protected activity. Their feelings don't. Their feelings will never trump my rights. I have a right to record in public, and you're supposed to protect that right. It doesn't matter how anybody feels. Because if I was praying here, listen. Let me ask you one.
Hold on. One thing that we cannot do. You cannot tell me the parameters of my job, which I do every day.
Yeah, your job is to protect the Constitution. That's your job and
My
enforce
job is
laws.
to protect hold on. You can't, like
The
I
state
said, you cannot-
constitution
let
and
me
the federal
finish.
constitution.
You cannot tell me what I have to protect the right to the Constitution, federal Constitution, and John Q. Public. John Q. Public.
You're not. Yes, I do. No, you're not.
John Q. Public consists of you and every single person that's
Sir,
walking around.
respectfully, you're not responsible for my. You're not crossing every old lady across the street.
If
Are
you
you?
ask me to, I will.
But you're not. You're not obligated to.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
As a public
So why in
servant,
Uvalde? Why those officers didn't run into school when those kids was getting shot? Because police are not. You're not responsible for the public safety. The Supreme Court has ruled on that.
Show me.
It has. Look it up. Look it up.
If you're so
Look
very-
it up. I'm
please
telling
show it
you.
to me. Please show it to me.
Cops
I
are
don't-
not obligated for people unless if somebody's choking. Can you rescue them? Yeah, sure. Or you could call EMS. EMS is more responsible than you are.
I have to.
Yeah, because that's morally.
Absolutely.
That's morally.
If a lady asks me to cross her across the street, it is my job.
That's morally. I'm talking about obligated as your job. You're not responsible for the public safety. No, you're not. You're not. Look it up because the Supreme Court ruled on it. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. I don't know the case law by
How
heart
could you recite something you don't know?
because I know for a fact that they
You're wrong.
look at
I'm
Uvalde.
telling you.
Look what happened in Texas when those kids was getting
We're not talking
shot.
about Texas. We're talking about New
That's
York.
that's
I'm not responsible
that's
for Texas. I'm responsible
federal.
for the-
Supreme Court is
I'm
federal.
not responsible for the Texas. I'm responsible.
The Supreme Court
for
is
the city
federal.
of New York. That's what I'm
Let me
responsible
ask you a question. If I was praying here, right, and I'm Christian or Muslim, and somebody from a different religion doesn't like that I'm praying, and they feel uncomfortable, they feel annoyed and alarmed, are you gonna arrest me for praying?
for. I never said.
I'm asking you a question. Are you?
I would not arrest
But they feel annoyed and alarmed.
Yes, and I will explain to them that they can make a complaint, a formal complaint. That's how they feel.
A criminal complaint?
A complaint. A criminal complaint is that there's no such thing as a criminal. It's a complaint.
Some states you can,
We're not
you
talking about
can.
some states. We can only talk about New York City.
I don't
We
know
cannot
how y'all
other
do it. I
states.
don't know if I can do a citizen's arrest. Some states, if
We're
the
not
cop
talking
didn't
about
witness the
states. We
crime,
cannot talk about states. We can only talk about the city
That's
in
true.
which we live and patrol. That's
so
all we can
what
talk
I'm
about.
my point that I'm trying to make is that it doesn't matter how somebody feels. If I'm exercising my rights, it's a right. You can't put feelings over rights. That's not true. All right, that's a lawsuit.
And how about this?
That's a lawsuit
We can
24/7.
disagree. Can we do
No, I know for a fact that you can't put somebody's rights over my feelings. I mean, somebody's feelings over my rights.
Okay.
I just gave you two examples,
And I just gave you
and you said yourself that you would not arrest me.
I would tell exactly
Because you
I would
can't.
give them the right.
You would educate them, sir. He has a freedom of religion right to pray. What if I worship the devil and I'm wearing
That's your
fucking all
desire.
devil shit and
That's
somebody
your
feels
desire.
uncomfortable?
That's your desire, and they can make
Right.
a complaint.
What type of complaint can they make?
They can make a complaint. They
And you gotta get my ID.
Can I ask you that?
So how they gonna file a complaint on me?
And describe what's going on. And then detectives have to investigate what it was what you were doing.
Okay. So if somebody's worships the devil and they do voodoo in their house and somebody doesn't like
what
it,
anyone does in their house.
I'm asking you, like, you know, because there's a lot of
What
listen.
you're doing is cause
I'm bringing up examples
No.
of
What you're doing
our
is
rights.
It's called, what's the word it's called? It's
Gaslighting?
No. I wouldn't say gaslighting. I would say creating a false narrative. Meaning,
It's
that
not a
you're
false
always-
narrative.
I'm explaining to you what creating a false
Please do,
narrative
please do.
by presenting to me every obstacle that goes against the point I'm trying to make. So you're creating a false narrative because you don't agree with the fact that I said if you're causing a noise by saying fuck the police, I can summons you or arrest you. That doesn't sit well.
I mean, you
So
can
what
do
gonna
it. You can do whatever you want. You can put relish on a hot dog. That doesn't. What can I do? You can arrest anybody, but at the end of the day, you're going to be violating my rights.
You're answering your own question.
You're giving
That's for
out.
the
You're
judges
giving
to
out
decide.
lawsuits.
That's for the
No.
judges to decide.
And that's why I'm trying to educate. You can't just go around
No.
violating people's rights, and because you have no qualified immunity, so you have no protection.
What you're misinterpreting is, if I can articulate the reason for what I'm doing, either
What you gonna tell the judge? He was exercising his rights.
I would tell the judge what was presented to me.
He was
That's your feeling. You cannot-
saying
you
fuck the
cannot-
police, judge.
David,
He was
check
causing.
this out. You cannot promote your feelings and make them law.
Bro, it's not law. It's constitutional law.
Well, that's where we will agree.
Wow, no. You need to educate yourself.
No, I'm very educated.
You're saying that you can arrest somebody for exercising their
Never
rights
said
freely.
that. I never said that. I said you can be summoned or arrested. That is.
You should never be. I should never be summoned or arrested for taking pictures ever. Unless I'm in a bathroom
That's your prerogative.
trying to or recording on the skirts or somewhere where expectation of privacy is expected, like bathrooms. That's when.
I am not here to debate your feelings.
No, it's not a debate. It's written. No, it's
What-
written in the
what your-
Constitution,
I'm not
detective.
here to debate what your interpretation of the Constitution.
Detective, that's not. You gotta educate yourself.
Okay.
You should, and you said that you personally said that you wouldn't arrest a person because you know it's freedom of speech.
No. You can't tell me what's my job. I made.
So why wouldn't you arrest me for taking pictures if somebody felt uncomfortable? Why?
That's my decision.
Why wouldn't you arrest me?
Because maybe I don't feel like I.
Because you don't want to get sued.
No. You're funny.
Because you know,
You're
listen,
funny.
we could sue you guys personally because you don't have qualified immunity. So if you arrest me for taking pictures, I'm gonna sue you. Or I can sue you. No, I don't. I'm doing things to have dialogue like this and to educate officers so that you won't violate people's rights.
Okay.
You understand?
No problem.
Or she don't like his green eyes.
I got you.
Let me get
So
your
let me ask you a
ID.
question.
You causing noise and alarm.
If someone doesn't like what you're doing to them, you wouldn't stop. You'll continue to do it because you feel like doing it.
If I'm recording I don't sacrifice my rights for people's feelings. Sorry.
So you don't. So
I
what if
wouldn't
someone
want you
did
to
it
sacrifice your rights either.
So what if someone did it to you?
If somebody was recording me in public, it happens all the time.
No, I'm asking you.
It happens.
Would
That's your
would
right.
would
I fight for people's rights.
I'm not disputing that, but I'm asking you.
So
would that
who am I
upset
to? How I look fighting for the First Amendment and then I'm so offended by you exercising your First
you?
Amendment?
I'm asking. Would that upset you?
No,
If
not
they
at
were
all.
following you
Not at
in
all.
video and you taking
They're
pictures?
free. They're free, and that's what makes this country great.
Great. I agree.
You want to say fuck you, and I get cursed out all the time by people that support the cops and cops themselves. That's your right. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
I got you.
You an American just like me.
Absolutely.
What am I going to say? Oh, everybody has rights until I disagree with you. That's not how it goes.
Let me ask you a question. Are you an agitator or you're a promoter?
No, I didn't come up saying, yo, what the fuck y'all doing here? Fuck you, da da da. There's people that do that. I don't do that.
But as David and Detective Freeland told me, I'm asking you personally.
No, I'm not an agitator. All I do is point the camera. I allow officers and public employees to they're gonna show who they are regardless.
But
And
what if? Let me ask you a question. With you being a promoter and protecting people in their First Amendment rights,
doing my best to.
right?
Do
your best to.
You know, it's
But
every American's job to protect the Constitution.
I believe it. I'm not. We're not disputing that. I'm just trying to get a vision.
Check me out. Watch my videos. I'm good guy activism.
Okay.
200 million views, over 100,000 subscribers.
Well, my wish and my desire for you is that you remain safe and protected.
You too. You too. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that.
Have a great day.
God bless you, all right? Take care, okay? Check me out. I'm going to post this conversation.
Okay.
And you're going to see what people say about people's feelings.
Okay.
And then I hope you read that case law about police being responsible for people's safety.
Sounds great.
All right? All right. There's nothing wrong with getting better at our jobs. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with educating ourselves on our jobs and getting better. That's right. That's the First Amendment.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? Hey, wanna play? Hey, wanna play? Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
For my safety, I don't want you doing that. You understand?
Is police safety a law?
No.
No,
Your safety is
it's
law
what
and
they
law.
drilled in your head
Yeah.
at the
What about
academy,
you?
right?
And keep a good guy down.
Why you touch me for? You want to get slapped?
You don't approach us, but
I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm on the sidewalk.
don't.
Yes, I can stand here all day and record. There's nothing you can do. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho!